Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and we're just gonna get right into it. I already prepped my eyes with concealer, and we're going right into the palette with that warm brown shade that was called Cameroon. And I'm gonna have everything listed on screen. And I'm just putting this into my crease. You know, I always love a good transition to begin with. And I wasn't sure where this look was going in the beginning, but obviously it ended up as a cut crease. But yeah, I like this palette. I like most of the colors, but we'll get into the colors as we get to each one. But I'm blending that shade Cameroon into the crease, into my crease. And then I'm kind of starting from the outer corner of my eye into my crease, and then as I get towards the front of my brow, I kind of have it going upward. I'm just going back in, making sure it's as pigmented as I want. I have as much color on the eye as I want. And if you hear someone in the background, that is my baby. So sorry about that. But I'm just blending that brown shade into the crease, and now I'm going on to the next shade. It is Bintu, and it's a like deep burgundy color, and I'm concentrating it a little bit lower on my crease but still in the crease area, just to deepen up the crease. And I'm going to go back and forth and go back into the palette and get it as rich and as dark as I want. And I really like to do this because I kind of have hooded eyes, as you guys can see. And then as I go into creating the crease, I'm going to show you a tip on how to create a nice cut crease if you have hooded eyes. But I'm just going in with that burgundy shade Bintu into the crease, back and forth, little circular motions just to blend it with the first shade, the first transition shade we put. And I'm not worrying about getting the color anywhere else. This is just the crease. We're just doing crease work right now. Yes, blend, check, blend. Like, these type of looks take a lot of time. Well, for me at least, they take a lot of time. All right, the next color I'm going in with is a highlight shade. I use it as a highlight shade. Some people might not see it as a highlight shade, but Angelique. And it's a real shimmery, silvery shade. And I'm just putting that on my brow bone, and I start at the highest point of my arch, and then I just blend outward in both directions. That's how I like to apply my highlight. And I just wanted to make sure it had a nice even gradient of color, and then doing the same on the other brow. And I'm really noticing how my brows are different. But they're not supposed to be twins, they're supposed to be sisters, right? But you know, whenever you see something later on, you feel like you could have done better, fixed it. But yeah, I'm just applying that highlight, that shade Angelique, as a brow bone highlight. Next, I'm going back into my Becca concealer, and it is the Becca Ultimate Coverage Longwear Concealer in the shade Golden, as I had on screen. And this is what I'm using to cut my crease. And I am about to order the P. Louise eyeshadow base, because this was a nice concealer to use, and it's a little bit lighter, something I would use for highlighting. But I feel like something much brighter, much lighter, maybe even just a white nice eyeshadow base that I know P. Louise has, would have helped with these colors a lot more, done these colors justice a lot better. But I don't know if you just noticed, I looked straight up. That helps me create where my crease should begin, my fake crease. It kind of just shows, like, as my eye moves naturally, where the crease should be, so the shadow on the cut crease is visible even when my eyes are open, because on hooded eyes, eyeshadow can get lost because of the folds of your eyes. So that's a good tip if you have hooded eyes, to put the concealer or whatever you're using to cut your crease and then look upward, and your eye will put the crease at the highest point at where you should start cutting it. So I'm just going back and forth trying to make it as crisp and clean. And now, as you notice, you're like, wait a minute, she's not using the yellow shade Aya from the palette. Aya. No, I am not. I am using a yellow pigment from myomakeup.com. And I tried to do this look yesterday, and I went to put the yellow pigment on, and I was like, this payoff is not, it didn't pay off like I thought it would. I was kind of disappointed because this yellow was primarily the reason why I picked up this palette. But looking back now, I'm definitely not going to just write off this yellow shade in the Afrique palette. I'm definitely going to try a different base, maybe let the base dry, try different things, because I did try it on my hand, and it did seem like it would perform better if I let the concealer dry. But you know, I'm just gonna try different things to make it work. But for the purpose of this video and to get it finished and like the look that I had in my head, I was like, let me just go ahead with this Myo pigment, which it was a lot messier because it's a loose pigment, but I really packed it on to get that yellow shade. And I feel like with any vibrant, super colorful looks, regardless if they're pigments or traditional shadows, you really have to pack on, go back and blend, pack on to really get the color payoff. And that green shade that I'm using now is Niger, and I'm just putting that right next to the yellow, and it's still on the wet concealer, so it's really holding on to it, but it slightly changes the color a little bit. And then when you go into the edges of my eye where I have no concealer and it's drier, you can kind of tell the texture is a little bit different. So I kind of didn't like that, but whatever, you're always learning. So I'm packing on the green. They don't look even now, but I promise I even them out in between, you know, blending in between each shade, so it's a nice gradient and there's no harsh lines as far as when the color ends and begins. And I'm going back and doing that now. And I'll use each of the brushes that I use for each color to go back and blend and blur the lines. And that's what I'm doing with the yellow. But then once I'm doing that, I kind of take some of the yellow away, so I want to go back and pick up more yellow. And that's kind of like the game you have to play when you're creating these colorful looks. A lot of repeating, a lot of putting color on again and blending and putting color on again, just so it stays as vibrant as you want it to be. So for me at least, I don't know about y'all, but for me at least, these types of looks take time, but I enjoy them. You know, it's nice and relaxing. So I'm just really blending the yellow and the green. It kind of reminds me of the Jamaican flag at this point in the tutorial. So I have the yellow and the green, just blending back and forth, going back and forth. And then now the last color I'm going into is Cote d'Ivoire. Oh my gosh. That sounded so bad. I don't know what language that is. Maybe French? I don't know. But the blue shade in the palette, okay? I'm not gonna try to say that again. Maybe I'll look up how to pronounce it on Google later. But I'm using that blue shade, and I really liked how that kind of went into yellow, green, and blue. Blending out the edges, packing on the blue, but the blue was really pigmented. But also in that area where I applied the blue, there was no wet concealer. So I don't know if that concealer was the best choice. I mean, the colors did come out, but up close, if you saw like the texture and the little like areas that I saw, you would know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I am using these amazing mink lashes. They are in the style Spicy. They are, by me, Nina Celeste, and you can get them at shopninaceleste.com. They are currently buy two, get one free, so I would get on that. And I sprayed my face down a lot with the Rimmel Stay Matte Fix and Go. Now I'm applying a highlighter by Fenty Beauty and Hustler Baby. You know, just at the high points of the cheeks. And I'm putting a little bit at the apples of my cheeks because I really like that look. The tip of my nose, top of my lip, chin, and I think I did a little bit over my brows, over the arches of my brows. I don't know if you guys are gonna see that. Oh, the center of my nose, like right in between my eyes, those different areas, just to add a glow back because I had a lot of powder. And then I'm using MAC's, this is the first like major makeup purchase I brought, Sweet as Cocoa blush. I love that brush. It's like a berry color with gold flecks in it. And I'm just now taking the, not Beauty Blender, this is from the Crayon Case. These are bomb and they're so affordable and they're really good. I had a Beauty Blender before and I would say it's just as good, but I use that to pat out. And now, oh, I'm sorry, with the eyeliner that I'm using, it's Espresso by Milani, retractable eyeliner. And then I just brush to brush it out. But back to the beauty blenders, not beauty blenders, the blenders from Crayon Case. They're amazing. You should get some. And the concealer, not concealer, excuse me, mascara I'm using is e.l.f. the volume, lengthen volume mascara. Just some on the bottom lashes. And then we're gonna get into the lips. I am using MAC's Cork Liner. See, I was going too slow now I'm going too fast. But I'm about to pull out and apply MAC's Cork Liner. I'm lining my lips because I'm going to do a brighter lip because I never do. I know with colorful looks they say, you know, something nude, and that would have been nice too, but I'll do that next time. But I wanted to do something colorful. So MAC's Cork Liner is what I line my lips with, and then I'm using 2 Milani lipsticks, and they're the ones that came in the gold packaging. One is Flamingo Pose, the other is Fruit Punch, and the one that I'm applying right now is Flamingo Pose on like the outer portions of my lips. It's a nice like pink shade. And then in the center I'm going to apply Fruit Punch. So I'm using these 2 shades to kind of get an ombre-esque, a real subtle ombre look on my lips, and that is it. So that is the finished look. I decided to do a bright lip. I haven't done a bright lip in a while, and I hope you guys enjoyed that. It was just the eyes, but just you guys saw what colors I used and the techniques, and that's it. Make sure you like this video and leave a comment if you have this palette too, because I want to get some more ideas for looks I can do with this palette. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.